About to set the microphone on fire. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Let everybody know your boy from Cuban Links in town. Enough respect for the boogie down. He lived in an Ave called Trinity. His name ring bells throughout the vicinity. Oh boy. Woo! Crack man, coming to my door. We gonna smoke some crack, but not what you're looking for. We gonna smoke on that fat, funky pack. All right, I'm not glowing. Bear with me, and we can start it up, right? What's up, y'all? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I know y'all. What's up? Let everybody know. Let everybody know Cuban Links in town. Enough respect for the boogie down. He lived in F called Trinity. Taking young girls throughout the vicinity. Shout out to T.A., the legend. Oh, he's going to definitely be a legend after all this go down. What's going on, my peoples? What's going on? Where the hell is that little thing at, man? Oh, my God. I can't even use it. What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? South America. Yes. Let's start off with a shake. Because we're going to shake up the net. Cuban Link Spanish album for the last time. That fade looks fire, Cuba. What's up, baby? What's going on, man? What's going on, my COKadians? What's going on, man? You know, if I'm over here, you already know. Now, do I have the pass? Do I get the right away now to talk about the fat burger? I have to, because everybody else is talking about it. I gotta say something, right? The Cubans still gotta say something. Why did they put me in affidavit? Why did they you? Well, I guess it wasn't used maliciously, or I have to be any part of that, right? To go to court and all that, because I'm not too good at going to court. Worst. But yeah, TA. It's only right though. The fat beluga tried to do that to him first. He threw the subpoena, he sued TA first. It's only right. Fire con fuego. Here comes the fuego. Here comes the fuego. So, you can't be even mad at TA for defending himself right now. So, I don't know if y'all caught wind to what's going on. But, beluga news travel real fast around my circles. We be on point. We be ready with the harpoons because we all know where the belugas are in the ocean. So we get the GPS on them. So you're saying we could take our little skiff, the boats, because remember, we poor where we from. We don't got no yachts or nothing. So we take the little skiffs to the water while the GPS is on the beluga. So when we get the low jack and the coordinates, then we got to show up there and wait till the beluga takes his breath with the blowhole and hit it with the harpoon. The beluga's been hit with a harpoons throughout his life. But you got to, this is a special beluga. This is Moby Dick's cousin, like first cousin. So it's different. His orca's like half nephew. So this is a beluga from a bloodline of devil belugas. The first devil beluga in the wild. So you have to hit it with over 100 spears and harpoons. You got to hit it with everything in the kitchen sink. You got to strap some C4 to it. You know what I'm saying? You have to do a lot of things. You got to stuff a dynamite stick through the blowhole. Got to do this beluga bad. Because that's what the only way this beluga would like to go out is like Tony Montana at the end. So you got to hit it with 1,000 bullets. Anyway, man, we just making fun of his situation. Pero coño, cuando te da el día y el tiempo te da. He might not be on time, but he always there when you call. When that karma comes for you. You're gonna beat in your balls. You're gonna wish you didn't do it, but your ass did it all. And now you are all moving. Cause you got jump on. So what's up, man? So what we talking about here, if y'all don't get by now? The fat bastard. The one and only. You know, the beluga. The one I like to call the beluga, the pale beluga whale, which his name is Joey Crack, aka Joepeddo now. Fat Joe, aka Cap Joe, aka Don Capagina, aka the mother of all blowfishes, aka him. Yes. The other was turned up by the hood. Oh, still got the wrenches. That's right. My wrench brothers. The hood smokers are in the building. Hold me down, crew. Hold me down, twin. Joepeddo. That's new name. New name is Joepeddo, and we can't even dispute that. It's the way it is. You know? Big up to Cuban. Misfit family loves you. Nothing but love. Sunshine. Sunshine and rain. We got belugas and pain. Oh, this is Cube. Like, ladies love me. Oh, adore me. Especially ones that ever saw me. Sin canción de mariachi. Señora letal, eres tú una gran ballena que el estómago no se llena y estás comiendo más. Ballena letal. That's mariachi. I'm good. I could do it. Estás comiendo la comida y la nariz se te estira porque nada mientes más. Ballena de tal. That's a hit. I should mix that. I should do this over. ¿Cuánto dinero ha robado ese culo tan cagado que nunca lo ha limpiado? Ballena de tal. Desde antes te suplico. I don't know. That was freestyling. But we could go somewhere. That's not Juan Gabriel. That's Pedro Fernandez or Hernandez, the Mexican. Word up. Can you full verse Fat Joe wrote? Seriously, what? Can you name a full verse that Fat Joe wrote himself? No, but I can name you all the ones Pun wrote, and most of the ones Armageddon wrote, and most of the ones I hope, and most of the ones Triple Chase hope. And, you know, I don't really know. He's a chameleon. He's always helped other people. But anyway, let's talk about it, right? Because first of all, the beluga goes in. Remember, it's like 3 months back. Remember, the beluga tries to, the big guy tries to squash the little bug or the little guy. You know what I'm saying? Because they got more money, they got more power, they got access to the lawyers that are crushers. And, that's what they did to Liza. Remember the case of Liza Rios? She had to go get like 7 extra lawyers because they was doing the bullshit to her over and over. And he was robbing money from Pun's estate. He did that to Liza, right? Y'all must have forgot that, or I just threw it to the side. That's already the most evilest act you could do in this game, as far as Fat Joe to whatever acts he did in this game. You know what I'm saying? Do that to somebody like Pun and his family? Oh my God, that's biblical. That's why he's getting all that biblical, energy at him. Then he tried to do that to TA. He put a lawsuit on TA, sue him for defamation. Remember, he was just suing TA for defamation. Because, it's no way in the world he's a pedo. And he's trying to say that this and that and that and that and that. And TA just hungry for money. He's a disgruntled employee. Remember that? He also called me that. Right? He bunched me up with the extra. Tirando puya. Let's go down the whole timeline. So now, I guess that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? That didn't work because that summed up to nothing. Because at the end of the day, he did his homework. He holds down the receipts. He got receipts, guys. This legend named TA has receipts. That's the problem, the receipts. So in the complaint there, y'all seen the complaint, y'all seen everything, right? So I'm not making nothing up. So he has receipts when it comes to the young girls, the 15, 16-year-old girl, remember? She was 16, so let's let her give me head. So the grooming. He's the beluga groomer. He was the grooming beluga. All right, grooming. I can't even understand. You can't even picture that. Hairy whale, hairy pale whale, blob, Jabba the Hutt, trying to get an innocent 15-year-old girl to do anything with him. Like, what the? I got a daughter. I just want to punch him in his mouth just for that, just the thought that he invaded my head with just that thought, because I believed him. So he got receipts on that, right? Then he got receipts on pistol, el pistolero, pistol. Or some people call him Water Gun Willie around the way, my way. Others call him, what is it? I forgot some others. But anyway, Pistol P. I'm gonna keep it respectful. I'm gonna keep it cute. Let's keep it cute, like he said. Let's keep it cute. Yeah, he's on telephone calls. Mr. Telephone Man Pete, something wrong with your line, cause you trying to threaten TA. And Percy recorded your ass on the line. Told me to chill, but you kept on talking that blah blah. Now the feds gonna see. Oh my God. So that's just where it gets crazy, right? Because now you got receipts, and now receipts are forced to come out because it's a lawsuit. And the lawsuit, that's what happened with Diddy, but Diddy was backwards because Diddy had the homeland first, then did the feds, then all of that. But this guy, he's starting off as the civil, remember, because Cassie, she did the lawsuit first, the civil court. Matter of fact, it's the same way. She started to sit, but then they picked it up. You know what I'm saying? The helicopters saw from above. Homeland Security came down with the jets. And they did what they did to Diddy. And look what Diddy's at now. So this one started off with a civil lawsuit, right? Really, Joe set it off. In fact, Joe's the one who set it off. Trying to keep TA quiet. That was his whole thing. Tries to shut him up so he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't be able to sue him and get his just due, his money that he, you know what I'm saying? He's owed. That's why Fat Joe, he loved the money so much. He could have settled out of court already. Probably. He could have gave TA his little whatever and settled out, keep this away from the media. But no. Tacaño Joe. Tacaño. You don't know what that means? Cheap individual, right? Tacaño. He worships the money more than anything in the world. He protects it. He's the fat Daffy Duck. When the genie opened up, remember that cartoon? Daffy Duck was inside when Bugs Bunny opened the clam. Mine, mine, mine. Oh, mine, mine, mine. Oh, mine, mine. That's the fat Daffy. Fat Daffy's, Joe. So he doesn't like to share. He doesn't like to pay people fair. He's thinking he's running a sweatshop. There's a Terror Squad sweatshop over there going on. Everybody's just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, it was happening back then. But we started making money back then. So, you know what I'm saying? Us individuals, me, like Pun, me, myself, I was getting my own money because we was doing shows and we earned it. We was out there working. But he was getting money from us too. Pun was giving him 50%. I was giving him 20 for everything. Features, shows, everything. Remember that. But we don't get nothing from him, of course. He was making money back then. That's when he started making money. But he still was the tacaño singao. You know what I'm saying? You could squeeze the eagle for you know what I'm saying? What did the Gotti movie say? Little joint. Yeah, so where we at? I want to get caught, man. I want to get lost. Oh, yeah, so then, so they got the recordings. Pistol P, your voice is on there. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're slacking off, boy. So, yeah. Shout out to Percy, too. I understand he had whatever he had at the time, rest in peace and everything. But when he was alive, at the end of, you know what I'm saying, his term with the terror squad, and he found out that Joe was even jerking him and treating others, giving others more than him when he did, he deserved a lot. Percy woke up and he started helping TA because TA had the same mentality as him. So he helped TA with that. He put TA on point. They wanted to do harm to him. So he, he sided with TA because he had love for TA. You see what happened? Same thing with Charlie Rock. Charlie Rock at the end, he couldn't back this fat dude and trying to jerk lies in the kid, Big Pun's family. Like when he found that out, he was like, "How you gonna do that?" This fat beluga makes real individuals go, "Yo, how can you do that?" That's when you know it's devil's work. It's the devil's work. When the real ones, the real criminals, real ones that do anything probably to get money, but these things that he be doing to like his own people, they be the real ones be like, "Yo, I'm not with you with that, homie. I can't do that. I'm telling you, did that to me." I was like, "I can't do that." You know what I mean? And that's what's going on with it. Then he singles you out because you have a different opinion of him and you see him in a different light. Because you actually, like the Percys, the Charlie Rocks, myself, the TAs, we seen him as the devil he is. He showed himself to us. So now we like, we're rocking with you. You a devil, man. And that's when he starts his devil plan, and he gets everybody around the circle to blow him. All the blowfishes that he let in, now he puts them to the, yo, he's the enemy. He's the one. Look, he starts making those guys that finally saw him for who he is, which is the devil. The other little minion baloney smokers that follow him are still there, acting like they don't know what's going on, but they're all ganging up on one of their old teammates, which is one of the realest ones, Percy, Charlie Rock, myself. Like, we were real individuals, TA, niggas that put in work, I'm saying, inside that crew. And the people, the public had love for. But he don't like that public love for them guys, for us. He don't like that. He gets jealous. That's what the devil does. Anyway, the receipts are in, buddy. The lawsuit has been presented. You have been served. This is the novela. Yeah, there's going to be novela. I don't think you get out of our sights now. We can't, like, this is going to be a program that it's going to be out there in this full capacity. Because remember, he's doing great with the Kiss and Crack, right? The Kiss and Crack show he got with Jada Kiss. The Kiss and Crack, I call it the Kiss and Crack. It's not Jada and Joe, it's Kiss and Crack, right? They doing, I think, good. And the ratings and all the manipulations and the fake views that they be buying, it's working. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate, not notice the fact that the people still hate his personality and how he overtalks and he wants to shine and this and that and how fake he is. So we all see that. But at least he's showing us that. But we like Jada and the way he handles himself. And, it's viewable because of Jada. He kind of cancels you out. So regardless what it is, Jada's celebrity power is so big that it's working. What you was trying to do, let the people, the FBA, forgive you and take you back into the community, the hip hop community. It was working a little bit. It was, what I'm saying, because they was keep force feeding us this, and they got their own lane. Really, it's him and that show, the Kiss and Crack show, and then it's the Mason Camp show. So, and the Gilly and Wallow, so it's not too many, names like that draws your attention. Like they're part of that, elite little podcast world. So they was getting views and it was getting passable. Like, every episode is like, "Oh, I hate this fat dude. Yo, he's lying." But then Jada comes with a little joke and, Joe plays his position as the fat clown that he is. And so he's where he was working his way back into the public's hearts. But here comes TA, the legend. And here comes Karma. Because, y'all might have forgot the fact that he did it to TA first. But now here comes Karma, which is already, the wall was already rolling, But, bang, right when you thought you was getting up again, right? And be in the right situation. Reality and truth comes back in the form of a lawsuit, in the form of a, time for you to say the truth. Your moment of truth, I like to call it. I made a song called "A Moment of Truth" back in the days. But this is really Fat Joe's moment of truth. Everybody gets their moment of truth, but this is the Beluga's moment of truth. Cojones. So so yeah, a lot of receipts, man. A lot of receipts to this complaint. I read it. I didn't read it all, but it's a lot of language that I don't understand. But those words means a lot. They're used. They have big, giant words, and those kind of words is when you're really dealing with something that it's going to land you with 20 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? Things when you start reading an affidavit or something or a paper, and you start getting lost in the words that they're using, like, and then after that, big words is like a crime or, you know what I'm saying, the actual complaint. You'd be like, yo, this looks like it might have some time attached to it. And what I'm saying is, this is civil, but it has all the characteristics of the Cassie complaint. Same thing. Even more, because that was just Cassie with the beat ups and the physical abuse and things like that. This one already comes prepared. The TA one comes prepared with the Rico part, with the whole using the whole like enterprise for this and Rock Nation and Pistol Peace phone call threatening and me. They even used me like for threatening, which I believe him too. I believe TA when he said, yo, they try to. When he got mad at TA, he said, "What? If you get out of if you get out of this circle, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna Cuban link you. In other words, which means these beautiful scars, they became beautiful because I'm a beautiful individual, But these little betrayal scars that he never took credit for before. Remember, he was on an interview saying, "I would never do that to Cuban link." That's why it was so important when I played that interview right afterwards that I did on my channel. Y'all can go back and check it. Where he said, he's my brother. I would never do that to him. I want to find the guy who did that so we could. Remember that? I told you he was baloney pony. He played that perfectly for y'all to fall for it. He's, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's doing that behind the scene. And he's been doing what TA's been saying as far as threatening other artists within his camp and other people. Or you don't want me to Cuban link you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get cut in your face like that. Threaten them for whatever reason. If they want to leave or they want to, you know what I'm saying, get their money that they work for. Whatever it is, when he gets mad at these artists. So I'm using that as an example in that circle. And I don't understand how. That's what I'm saying. It's like I told you, I beat that nigga ass that first day. You know what I'm saying? That happened to me after I beat the shit out of him, though. Out of him. He stuffed me. I let him get the first hit and everything. He got the first hit. He got 6'3". I'm 5'8". His size, he got size on me. He got the first hit on me. I got up from that floor, my brother, in 1 second. And I rocked him with the 5-piece combination. Popeyes, KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's. Hit him. 3 orders. Beluga was everywhere. There was blubber all around the floor. He was already dying. The Beluga was already falling. The bouncers had to grab me, and that's when the sucker, the bootleg artist from the back, that's when they had to do that. But I'm saying he's using that situation against other people like TA later on in life. And he's taking ownership for it. Like he did it. Like he sent it, right? Then you don't see that behind the scenes? You don't see that? That's how much of a punk he is. But the shit to me is like, yo, if you know the story of what happened, like the real story of what happened with us, they should never be scared of a dude like that. Real niggas should look at this dude like he's a bird and he's a traitor, just like I look at dudes like that. Any real individual would be like, yo, you do that to your man? You know what I'm saying? You did it from the back end. You bigger than him. You needed somebody to help you. Wow, you a sucker more than I thought you was a sucker. That's how I would look at him. But y'all looked at him, the public, I guess, he turned it around, he spent it. Then y'all look at him like y'all gotta respect him, and I'm the sucker for some reason. Some of y'all talk about I'm the sucker. And I did the realest shit ever there. But y'all think I'm a sucker. Cool. 20 years later, look, he's still using this to guys like TA. And TA is no sucker either. Don't get me that twisted. TA gets down, get busy. But you outnumbered in that whole Beluga tribe, the Beluga circle there. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? You have really no wins. You have to step out of that little Beluga world, the whirlpool of Belugas right there. You gotta get out of there because the blowfishes, the barracudas, you know what I'm saying? And just baloney smokers. They'll be swimming in that little lake that they're in the ocean, the little part of the ocean. You gotta get out of there so you can really look at what's going on. Then you can free your mind. That's what TA did. He had to do that, see it from a distance, and now the harpoons come out. The harpoons come out. We going whale hunting. We going beluga hunting. But we got different tactics, okay? You already know me. I'm a straight up old school by myself in a canoe. One harpoon made out of a tree that I shaved down myself, and I've spent 5 years in an island shaving it. I made a special harpoon, just like uh, Jeepers Creepers, part two. Remember, the old man was waiting for the dude for like 23 years. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I shaved by myself in an island. I shaved the whole tree down with myself with a fucking with a Swiss knife, because that's the only thing I had. Swiss knife. I cut the whole thing up. I made a giant spear, and I started curling it so I could make sure when it's time I could launch it, because I gotta launch it like that. Right? And I gotta be strong up here, so you know what I'm saying? So I had to do my little. I'll tell you that story, okay? Let me put it in my story way. So now I had to cut another tree down, make another canoe. That canoe, made a canoe and everything. 2 paddles, whatever, by myself. Nobody helped me. Then I launched myself into the water with the giant, torpedo of a harpoon in my shoulder. And I was waiting in the ocean 15 more years by myself. I seen Tom Hanks go there with Wilson and everything. I let them go. I seen the Blue Lagoon dudes. I seen everybody that was there. I didn't care. I was on a mission to get the beluga with my giant tree harpoon. I was fixed on this. So this is the day? No, it's not my day. That's the way I'm doing it. Now, I did it a different way. TA did it, you know what I'm saying? The legal way. TA did it the way he did it. I commend him. I couldn't do that. I didn't do that. And I had all the right to. Back then I could have slapped, like I told you, I could have slapped complaints and civil suits on all these labels that was in Jimmy's that night. You know? So I'm saying one second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? I'm good? Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, good. So yeah, hit the like button. Hit the goddamn like button. Hit the goddamn like button. So yeah, man. So where was that? So yeah, so TA did it, you know what I'm saying? Commendable way, I guess. He had to fight back. Joe tried to take him in his podium, which is the rich and famous, because he's on that podium and he's trying to get the best lawyer to crush TA. And TA did the only right thing and fight back and get another crazy ass lawyer and throw some fire back. So commend it. And the truth is the truth, and the truth is put to the test now. We're going to see that. And I've always been a truth teller. Like I said, always been a truth teller. So salute to TA. We're here with you. You know what I'm saying? Working on the remix too. Still working on the remix. But it's crazy. It's crazy. You know how life is. It's beautiful at the end. Everything pans out. Truth always gets out. And that's all it is, man. You know what I'm saying? The truth, I'm a dude that pushes for the truth, because everybody, not that I just do it. You should push for the truth, man. Truth is very special. The truth is reality. The truth is what really is. And we caught up in this world, but it's just, I don't know, maybe the cyber world that they make up things, and then out of nowhere, just because they thought of it, they think that they're living there. It could be the biggest lie ever. It could be not existent. But people will still be like, no, that's it. That's real. No, man. You know what I'm saying? When you ever got that and get that from, I'm far from that type of individual. You know what I'm saying? So you got guys like Bronx Logo, baloney smoker, I don't even know. But that's why he's pumping. He's putting me in the square that I'm down with that type of stuff. Like, when you ever see Cuba, my history is not from that. I'm head on with shit. I got scars, bruises. I put scars and bruises on others. I'm the dude that's been battle tested. I'm a dude that's in the field. So where these dudes get the nerve to tell me about me? I'm a cyber this. Oh, I live in my own. Oh, I'm hiding. You're talking to Cuban. You know my MO? You have done, you go back. It's to this day. Like, check my shit now, to this day. I walk on the field when I go out there. I don't picket signs. I don't do the picket signs. I do my own. So, you see how emotional I get? Because that's how lies get me sometimes. I get emotional like that. Because just the lies are tremendously so false that it bothers me because some retarded individual might believe it. That's the thing. And nowadays, we're living in a lot of retarded shit. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to catch it in the beginning because, you have to cut these lies off. And it's sad to say, but it's a lot of people with no integrity out here, man. Even dudes that I rocked with, no integrity, no loyalty. And they talk that. They talk that. They get caught up, I think they get caught up by this game, this music game or this industry. But I never got caught up in that. And I've been way up there in the industry. I've been up to the top. I've been there, believe me. But I've never been a different individual. It's been always Cuban. Pun was always pun. I don't understand. Why do these dudes get a little bit of taste of what the industry is and they turn on you? Or don't even turn on you. They turn on their own morals and stuff. But then they keep preaching it and acting like they're that when their actions are not that. You know what I mean? And my son, if you was talking about me with that Bronx logo baloney, say my name next time, homie. I don't know you from being that type of dude where you got subliminals. If you talking about me, talk about me, brother. You know what I mean? Talk about me, babe. Talk about me. I'll give you more respect. That's why I be losing my respect for y'all. Especially for you, Mice. I always held you in high regards. For you to be talking shit behind my back and stuff like that and say things are meant for me. Oh, man, you turn into these balonies, man. So disappointed. I don't want to veer off. I don't want to veer off the main topic, beluga tails, but I just, I gotta slip in certain things, man, that bother me. So, Cuban Revolution will be televised, guys. Everybody could get it. Anybody that deserves to get it can get it. Word up. So, be real to yourselves is what I'm saying. Hold yourselves accountable and represent what you started with, what we all loved about you when you was pure, when you was about something. Now you're about nothing. As soon as you get a chance to go level up, you turn into shitball city. Incredible. Shout out. My brother Drop City, man. My bad, my brother. I've been doing a lot of things. I gotta go see you and check you out. You know you my brother. Bang, bang, boogie. Shout out to S1. Real one. You know what I'm saying? Real one. And on the low. Shout out to fucking little hokers and AWOL. Bastards. And I still love y'all, but a little shout out there. And shout out to shout out to the Bronx. This is bigger than everything. But it is what it is. The beluga is the topic. Indictment. In a bigger situation, question mark, right? Like I said, these are the charges in the civil court that boosts his shit up. Like I said, the Diddy thing. Diddy was just a domestic case with a kick and a punch. You know what I'm saying? Ended up in a whole RICO human trafficking, and all of this. Which I don't even know how that's going. Because at the end of the day, they still didn't make me a believer that those charges really fit him, but he's guilty of something. But no charges are mega crazy. But Joe is in the same situation, man. The beluga swam into a part of the ocean where it was restricted. And he thought there was nothing restricted in that ocean. And that's the problem. It's greed. It's vanity. Vanity. That's his favorite sin. This is not the devil's advocate talking to you. This is the God's advocate talking to you. Remember that. So, yeah, these charges are very, very criminal. To put it in less what? These are like criminal charges in a civil suit. This is like real. And then I'm in there, right? I told them, did we speak about that? Because I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so he was using the fact that I got sliced to intimidate other, like TAs and other people, and taking credit behind the scenes. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got this done to me, right? And I never sued him and everything. I'll tell you what I want. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go and get his soul and put it in a little bottle, like a genie bottle, and put it on top of the car and let it sit there forever. You know? That's what I want. So it was never about money between me and Joe. That's the difference. But the TA, you know what I'm saying? In his case, it was about money. He owed him money. He took advantage of him, treated him like a sweatshop. So he owes him money. All he had to do was pay. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember, before he even did the interview with Panda Chop, you know what I'm saying? I would see TA, and I didn't even know TA like that. I would see TA, you know what I'm saying, going in on Joe, snapping on him and saying, yo, this, you gonna give me my bag back. And he kept warning him. You don't want me to go nuclear on you, Joey. He kept saying that. Well, this is the nuclear, guys. He was talking about this nuclear reactor. I guess this is the most nuclear. Yeah, this is nuclear. Would you call this nuclear? That complaint that I read is fucking nuclear. That read World War III right there. So now, like I said, all it took is for Joe probably to make it do the right thing. But yeah, pay him his money. You know, he couldn't do that. That's how disgusting he is. Yo, Q, he said he loves you. Bloodline, what's up? He just got Bloodline, what's up? 360. Y'all got bad reception where I'm at, my brother. I don't even know what is working, but I have to go live because the Beluga trials has just started. Beluga trials, and I gotta cover. I gotta be like, what's that dude? I forgot his name. From the soul. I gotta go. I'm definitely going to the court. I'm gonna be outside breakdancing in front of all of them like this with a beluga outfit on. That's gonna be me. If you see a big giant beluga with a dude with a beluga outfit on, doing I look like a Egyptian, breaking it down. Boy, Cuban Link is inside that suit going ham. Better believe it. We're gonna make it a real terror squad party. Yeah. We're gonna send them off with some fireworks, baby. Let's give it up for Joey. 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 We're gonna find all y'all beluga lovers out there. But yeah, man, you're not gonna make fun of everything, not because I'm gloating or nothing. I find it interesting. I'm tired of being in the soap opera by myself. Now it's time for the actual plaintiff or the charged one to defend himself. Shit, I've been here defending myself all the time, man. I've been doing my own thing. Yeah, so I've been in here, defending my honor, defending my truth, trying to put things, that was reversed on me, the truths that were reversed by people that, to me, dirty individuals that I let in my circle, which I take, accountability for because I let them in. That's why it bothers me so much that I let you in, and you should know certain things about each other, and then when you stray away, it's always with an agenda. That, you know what I'm saying? It's to kick down Cuban, the guy who helped you, the guy who kept it real, the guy who kept it truthful, the guy you could trust. But they chose not, to spend those values on me. And when are we going to get to another people? And they infect people with this type of virus. That's why it bothers me, because they infect people. You know what I'm saying? By not saying the truth, and then, but it goes deeper than that. At the end of the day, the one who listens to them are the cowards to me, and the stupid ones. You know what I'm saying? That's how I give it up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on the topic of the Joe situation because it just recently happened, and I seen it. I seen the whole thing laid out, and like I said, serious charges that I think is gonna get the beluga in some hot water, real hot water, boiling water. Like it's gonna be like a beluga stew in a minute, you know, because of the things that were alleged of him, you know, and they all sound and look. In my experience too, the way I read it, in my experience when I was there, because I was there from '93 to 2001. You know what I'm saying? 8 years. So I remember just, just doing certain things. There wasn't no criminal, extra crazy shit like that, but it was like the mannerisms and behaviors of people from the hood. We did certain things that are just, you know what I'm saying, within the hood and within the crew. You know what I'm saying? Whether we ran trash, there was no underage, around there when I was there. But remember, Joe had his own little team after a little bit too that he was doing things with. But we definitely started all together. It was, local mania. It was choo-choo mania in the beginning. It was real, it was Soul Train, but it was the Sazon Train, you know. But it was all fun and game. Everybody was over age. Later on, it got crazy, as you could see, and as I could read when I was reading that. Three of them. It was three young ladies, 15. Wow, 15. That's when it gets serious. That's when the jokes go out the window. That's when you gotta start looking at this beluga like a real, like that's not funny anymore. Once you get there, the grooming is even more disgusting. You picture a giant Chuck Norris chest beluga cuddling a 15-year-old and trying to, trying to seduce her to do something to you, and you're a giant. Oh my God! See, stop. But it becomes really, really disgusting when you go down that rabbit hole. Hey, Hocus, rabbit holes. Hey, why don't you go down that rabbit hole, Hocus? Why don't you? Roll call. Hey, we got a fat whale beluga that's been just, sodomizing little girls, and he got caught, and Chiquita and Bananas, and he's been doing this hip hop game forever, robbing everybody. He even robbed the biggest Latino rapper ever, Big Pun, and he let his, he stole from his family after Pun died. And roll call. What's the roll call for that? Hocus. You know what I mean? Why no roll call there? No beluga call, no water call, nothing. Oh, protecting the beluga now, protecting Mr. Joepeddo. Okay, we all can see this though. It's the problem. We know what side you took, homie, and not just the Hocus. A lot of ya, a lot of yes, a lot of yes. Remember that. What chose you? What? Remember that. Remember, y'all was scared of catching the cooties with Cuban because Cuban had the, according to y'all, I was bad. I did bad. Oh yeah, but you know what the truth says at the end of the day? I did great. I'm that real one. I'm the one that stood on something. I'm the one who fought for something. I'm the one who's still fighting. I'm the one who loves being this dude. I'm the one that's preaching righteousness. I'm the one that's preaching brotherhood. I'm the one that's preaching fuck a rat and fuck a snake. I'm the one who really stood on it and went through it. There's the things that I get from some of you, huh? That's why the Cuban Revolution will be televised. That's why it has to be televised. Because so much denying of real actions that should have been saluted and should have been merited. That even though I did it for certain people, those are the wrong people. I understood. They were the wrong people because they didn't appreciate it the way they should have, right? And no matter how much you speak it in any language, they wouldn't get it because they already turned on you. They already converted to the other side. They already got this vision of you, and that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? that I noticed. You know what I'm saying? People don't come back and do the right thing when they know they did the wrong thing already. Like they, you could say apology, but you could say honor is what I'm saying, man. Even those when you got it wrong, you come back and you give honor to the honorable ones. You don't keep fucking representing the fake shit because that makes you fake. And that's why the reason you can't stand on what I could when you're talking truth. You can't. Maybe that was where I went wrong. I hope that they could do that, but they don't. They can't. They just can't. You know? And that's it. But that's the world we live in today, man. Full of rats. You know what I'm saying? Full of snakes, full of fake individuals, and I guess they running. They got the bag because they got a lot of followers. And usually, where the bag at, that's where the followers start. And we got people with bags like that that could change the narrative on their own behalf to fit their agenda, and have people follow them by throwing them a little money, a little ice. They following that, yeah. They're gonna have a fucked up society, fucked up community. So we got to start at the root, man. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You know, and that's all I've been telling that fat bastard. I always said that. All he has to do is tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth to him upstairs. Or her upstairs. You know when you say the truth? He's going to tell you to tell us the truth. So he can liberate you. So that you could take accountability. And you could change who you are. That's what's going to make you change. You know? And that's why they be forgetting about it. They be forgetting about that part. You know? And that's the main part. The main part. Yo, y'all can hear me? 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 No sound? Oh, fuck me. Yo, y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Oh, okay, now yeah. I said, fuck me. Don't get to take that the wrong way. Pause. You know, that was my white side, I think, came out. Fuck, man. You know. So we good now? That was my man. Shout out Mellow Man Ace, man. He just hit me right now. You know they all hit me right now and said, yo, yeah. The beluga is gonna drown. No. Salvavidas, todo my lifesaver. Nah, but it's big news. That's why I'm talking about it. Thank you for that. Who sent me that right there? Dr. Ray Rays. All right, showing you some love, CLK, aka the Warrior, lyrical MC Big Punch knows baloney was the real. Karma is coming for baloney demons and coming to collect Joe. Oh man, you already know, my brother. I mean, we just seeing it play out. Like I said, man, sometimes, like I told you, God told me to get the popcorn and you sit back, he got it. I told him, I can't do that, God. I gotta help you. So that's why I'll be doing my extra stuff. And sometimes it turns out bad for me because I just go too deep and it's like, damn it. But you know, I'm supposed to grab my popcorn and just watch the show. But I can't let God do it by himself. I'm like, no. You're going to get some help, God. I'm like, anything, you don't make me an archangel after this lifetime. Because, you know, I'm rocking with you all right. And I know the world needs to really feel your power and feel your, you know what I'm saying, your miracles happen, you know? But it is what it is. I don't want to bring all of that into effect because, you know, ain't nothing realer than reality. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know, we've seen the stories and guys like us, I mean, celebrities, as far as like people that have been out here and y'all got a relationship with, whether it's good or bad. We told y'all stories, man. You know what I'm saying? It's documented. It's not like back in the days on the TV, you watch this once in a while. Now you can see more than ever people's reactions, people's behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told you this is a great tool for that reason, because you're going to find out who the devils are. You're going to find out who the devils are. You're going to see who the saints. You're going to see people's behaviors on camera. They're going to show you who they are. All that celebrity shit, just put on an act when that camera turns on. Oh, no. You want to be in this camera? You want to be famous? You going to give us a reason to either love you or hate you. And that's what the Fat Beluga did. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all can see. Y'all can see for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. He got to fight, you know. You know, I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't put it, money could buy people. You know, it is what it is. I mean, if he's innocent, which I doubt very much, but if he's innocent, he's innocent. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's no foul play being done behind the scenes, be no buy-offs, no crazy cheating, then he was good. You know what I'm saying? If he's innocent, it's innocent. It's proven. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a trickery and shit, and being all this crazy stuff being done, then you can see. You know, we got a right to protest and get people to say the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, God don't like ugly. Hey, in his own words, right? Remember when Charlie Rock, his best friend, passed away? Fat Joe told him, God don't like ugly. Oh no, that hurt me. That hurt me for Charlie. Your best friend, and he dies, and you say, God don't like ugly, so you calling Charlie the ugliest dude. Wow, that's disgusting. How about now, Joey? We know you capping, Lil Joey. God don't like ugly, Lil Joey. Charlie Rock's voice. Heard up. Heard up. If y'all ever saw Karma, boy, go look at that Fat Joe story. That's what I got to tell you. If y'all never believed in karma before, go look at the Fat Joe story, man. Because I think God himself took that upon himself and was like, let me show this example so others can respect me. Wow. You know. But you know, like I said, the truth is the truth. People get away with murder all the time. He got away with murder a lot of times. A lot of times. You know. And he just never been honorable. Like I said, the honor word to me, man, be a stand-up individual, it means a lot to me, man. It means more than money. More than money. You know, I'm a sucker for that. I'm a sucker for that. You know, so I get chills in my body when it's like honorable shit happen. When even the enemy has to go like this to you because you did something so honorable. That type of shit, there's no price for that. And that's the cloth, you know what I'm saying, that I thought I was part of at one time also within the rap game and within ourselves as a crew. And just how I looked at life when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be like. I want to have that honor to the next, you know, go out honorable. If I go out on my shield, I go out where, you know, I stood for something. That's me. That's not the same person right there. That's not the same type of blood type. Joe has been a whole different opposite. And that's the disappointment. You know what I'm saying? And he's the worst because he shits on his friends and the people that helped him more than those that, you know, he's a dick sucker for those that don't know him. He don't have no pride when it's time to ask for forgiveness so he can make money, like what he did with 50 Cent. Like, please take me back. Or he act like he had no problems with him. But then, you know, when he thought that 50 Cent's going to hurt him, that's how he was acting like, yeah, nigga, you pushy. As soon as he was, 50 Cent was hurting him in the pockets and everything. Oh, no, we made up. Oh, no, we made up. Suck. Well, yeah, he acts like he's part of the 300. That bothers me. That's the problem. I always had a problem with that shit. That hurted me more than anything in the world. When he started saying jealous ones envy, but he's the one that envies everybody. I was like, when he said loyalty, the album, when he's the one that's been unloyal to everybody, yo, like the carao, man, that's the carao. I couldn't take it. I was gonna sign myself up to a rubber room just because that nigga was saying those things. I was like, oh, they believe in him. So it bothered me personally. I ain't gonna lie to you. But as far as talent, man, we all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stir the Pot Up. Stir the Pot Up. I'm going live right now. We already know Stir the Pot Up. It's my brother. Word up. But yeah, man, it is what it is. And then it started getting crazy, like, elephant in the room. That was more like on point, accurate. Yeah, the elephant is you, and the room is, yeah, the world. You're the elephant inside the world. Yeah, I got you. That was more accommodating. But the other ones, the real words that when you use loyalty and when you use jealousy and envy, like things like that, like, hey, when you misuse those words, they cause a whole different type of emotion in you, especially when you know it's the opposite, and they're trying to get by fucking like masquerading themselves as that. Oh man, that shit bothered me. Well, anyway, I just wanted to get on and say that to y'all, man. Salute to all of y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. Can y'all hit that like button for me? Give me a little more. I don't even know how this works because at the end of the day, none of y'all get no notifications when I get on, and everybody in the world gets them. We got to go into this too. I hope they should have put a complaint in there that YouTube and all of that, that fucking Leah Cohen's and Steve Rifkin's and whoever owns all these problems. I know he got them in his pocket and they're working together. We got to start doing something like this because you know they've been doing some fraudulent shit when you mess like with a Fat Joe or something or an artist that is in their team. They demonetize it somehow. I don't know what it is. So salute to all the podcasters out there. You know what I'm saying? The Zip with the Drips. You know what I'm saying? The Harlem Legend, the 10 Toes Down, the Hassan Campbell's, the O50 movement, China Brim and all of them. They've been keeping it 100 when it came to, what I'm saying, this entertainment shit and this being a real content creator. And all the other ones that I forgot, my brothers and sisters, keep doing your thing, keep it positive. I'm just a squirrel trying to get nut. Ain't that me? But anyway, man, I'm just doing what I do, man. I'm having fun with this. I'm having fun with that. And, I'm trying to bring the people so you can hear it straight from me because the Cuban Revolution will be televised. But I'm going to tell it. I'm going to show it. And I'm going to show you what's real. You go bet it's going to be real when you get it from me. So anyway, salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for sponsoring the revolution. Your boy Cuban. I'm out.